One last best of 5. This journey started almost a year ago when we went to Anaheim. That's what it was all about. Who's going to make it to the finals of DreamHack? And now 1 year later, this is the last qualifying match. Lower bracket final. WaN for Mousesports Germany and the Undead versus Cooper for the Thunderducks for the Horde. The last possible chance for Orcs to make it into the DreamHack regional finals for Europe. Here they are, a rematch from the winner bracket quarterfinal. WaN there with a 2-0, but Cooper with crazy momentum. This man has a lot under his wings right now. And we move on to game number 1. This best of 5 is Last Refuge.
Cooper tried it before with the Farseer, didn't work out too well. I think he has a lot of confidence right now in his Blade Master. I would imagine we see him here as well, and it is, in fact, the case. Blade Master can absolutely work out against the Crypt Lord fast expansion. It is called the Hitman style nowadays, with Hitman pioneering it and presenting it the best out of all the top orcs. It's very hard to properly do. You have to know exactly what to do at what time. But if executed well, it can work out with a tier 3 counter expansion and so on. Doesn't have to be necessarily a fast expo for WaN, but I assume he's going to try to go for it and maybe change course if things don't go his way.
Yeah, and playing a Blade Master here, of course, can be a lot of damage. Lots of claws, lots of damage boosting items. On the other side, it is WaN. It is, of course, a Crypt Lord, and it should be an expansion as well. Let's see how heavy Cooper can pressure this. We saw this yesterday. Lucifron versus WaN was one of the matches. And Lucifron, I don't know, not too familiar with the Crypt Lord style versus Orc, maybe. Couldn't really threaten WaN. He pushed him into tier 2 1 base. But WaN probably enjoying the 2 base more. And then there is a little opening for the blade to cause some trouble.
A player's forces are
I like the scout here early on by WaN. Sees what's going on. He's got the 2 critters on the way. Going to creep up the natural here pretty quickly. Has the dust just to be safe. And should go for the Magi right away so the Blade Master can't steal it. Looking pretty solid here so far by WaN.
Okay. A little too late for the Magi. Gloves of Haste in this opening match. Always feels good, of course, to win the opening bout of a series. Can relax a little more. The tension is off to a degree. We got a tier 1 sub coming in. Thank you, Sko424. 5-month resub. 2 circlets and a replenishment potion. Not too bad for Cooper.
Blade Master can hunt down this Acolyte now. Also, no expansion yet. And we see the tech by WaN.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Like, with this Blade Master here, there's no way he can go for it. Like, it would be way too late. But I think Cooper will expect the tech now. He'll probably hang around a little, cause some damage, maybe try and go for a Ritual Dagger.
Is under siege. A player's forces are
Is WaN really going to go for the Merc Camp?
That's
He
risky.
missed the dust. And he's gonna go in. Oh boy. Big risk by the German Undead. And the Blade Master is here.
Right, I'm gonna fix the overlay right away. Once this creep spot is done. Blade Master level 2 reveals himself, has a lot more wind walk, but of course with the 2 circles he's feeling very powerful.
And the Crypto doesn't have that dust anymore. He used both charges earlier. Unfortunate end snare for Cooper. The Grunt gets surrounded. And that one probably dead. Well, maybe he can fight his way out, though. Actually, gets out of there again.
Is he?
WaN
No!
Closes the surround again, though.
How did he do that? Even speed scroll baited Impale gets the kill. It was important. Deny as well.
Okay, Grunt goes down, but that was pretty expensive. Cooper is almost tier 2 here now. He could go for tier 3 Shadowhunter and the Torrent Totem. And I think Cooper's looking in a pretty good position over here. But he only has 1 Grunt right now. That's kind of awkward, so creeping up the Shadow isn't going to be too easy.
Nothing's easy when these 2 competitors face each other. Thank you, Aldarius, for the tier 1 sub. And Is there Windwalk? Yeah, 2 more Windwalks, okay. But this Crypt Lord, man, is very hurt already. This should force a dagger, right? Oh, healing gets cancelled. Has 3 more, though.
Yeah, with the Shadow Hunter coming in, with the speed scroll, this Crypt Lord could perhaps be going down, but another grunt gets surrounded. You cannot give WaN the opening. He misses the surround, but gets it, close it instantly again.
Okay, Blade Master unwilling to pop him out, rather fighting out, but once more, he's closing this. He's always having a little bit of space in these surrounds, right? So the Blade Master can't pop the grunt out.
Oh, okay, doesn't get this one. But yeah, you're absolutely right. He's trying to make sure there won't be so easy of a save for the Blade Master. Lots of surrounds by WaN already, and he's gonna get level 3 right here.
We have a new donation, Remo. Do you want to read that wonderful donation message?
Sure. What do we have? Styles with the €5 says, "Hey Clara, the Horde is red, the Alliance is blue. If you were an orc, I'd still love you."
Aww, how wonderful that is. Valentine's messages here by Styles. Greetings, Clara. Sorry that you have to watch this instead of, I don't know, what's a good romantic movie? Titanic.
Postal. Oh.
Jesus. And also thank you, CN, for the 8-month resub. Again, the aggressive Shadowhunter movement.
Yeah, with the grunt that went down earlier, it's really hard for Cooper to effectively creep, so he's trying to not really kill too many things, maybe a ghoul here or there, but most importantly, keep the opponent away from creeping as best as he can. Love to see this last hit, of course. Oh, the ensnare again! Oh my god, these poor grunts, man. They're just going down one after the next this game.
Gets a ghoul in return, but yeah, they are way too expensive. And that's, of course, also a lot of experience here. That is another surround. WaN is just playing out of his mind. Great. But he's popping him out. This time it's working, but the Raider. Oh. He's the Lord of the Rings today.
Oh, man. Well, fighting his way out, maybe. But not quite. The Raider goes down as well. Lots of units going down on both sides here. As the first Fiend comes in as well. You don't want to lose the Walker, but with Ethereal Form, that shouldn't really happen.
Cooper needs to get some kills here. He's investing all his Shadowhunter mana. But he's always on the receiving end. Finally a Fiend. But the Blade Master finds himself in a surround as well. Has a Windwalk. No dust. Creeps get involved.
Gonna have to use the last Windwalk here. And he gets out. Heals up. Good experience on the Shadow, honestly. He actually killed a lot of units over here.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, he needed that, absolutely. But tier 3 is ready on both sides. We get a TC. We get Ensnare now. He was rushing that tier 3 for sure. Rock Column still alive. Expo never worked, but WaN also on tier 3.
Blade Master, no Windwalk at the moment. Would love to get this item right here. Scourge, Bone Chimes, Sobi Mask, lots of wonderful items to be gathered. Oh, focus on the DK, but only one Ensnare. Hex after, however. And with another Windwalk and the Speed Scroll, that might be enough for the kill. Looks very much like that is enough with another Hex. Oh my god, the DK. No way, the last Chakram. Gets him, though.
From downtown.
The statue was AFK. With the statue there, he could have survived. That's another Fiend going down as well. And WaN is looking to be in a tough position now.
He's losing momentum for sure. The creep spot never worked. A little bit of a Hail Mary play by Cooper to be that aggressive after the grunt losses. And do we have to rethink the old saying, never lose a grunt in the early game?
Well, if you can trade it against enough, including DK, I guess it's fine. But I also think WaN was being a little careless. If he goes for a few more potions on tier 2 and gets that statue involved earlier, it could have looked way better for him. Also, I'm not sure if he needed to move away from the fast expansion play. But anyways, that is now water under the bridge. The Lich is out. Creeping continues. But we have a good experience lead here for Cooper in the late game. Usually it always comes down to the hero level.
It was only a level 1 DK. So he will be back in no time. But he was blocked by the Lich, so actually this will take some time. Ring on the TC, Invo Potion as well, Shadowhunter level 2.5, and of course the Sobi Mask is one of the best gifts you can get. He's thinking of the Dust, because it's one. There will be Burrow at some point to dodge and snares and all. And with the Crypt Lord opening, of course, you don't have a Dark Ranger.
Yeah, so controlling the TC is going to be quite a bit more difficult unless you land some perfect impales. So now we're starting to get heavily into creeping. There was hardly any creeping happening this game so far, just constant brawling, which means here on tier 3 with triple hero on both sides, there's still lots of opportunities to level up. And normally in Ted Fiend meta, that would favor the Orc having the stronger third hero, talking about TC against Dark Ranger, but here all 3 heroes on both sides scale insanely well, so creeping favors both sides, I guess.
How do you stop these heroes is the question. With Impale, with Hex, okay. Only single target though. Mana Stone for Cooper. Good scouting by WaN with the Beetle. Fairly easy of course, but nice to think of that. So they're sharing the red spots.
With the Destroyer, WaN can do that quickly, and Cooper pulls out the Orcolord. That also works well. He's been finding great items here so far. Helm of Valor for the Blade Master, also really good. Close to that level 4 again. Cooper always so fast to power level his blade. The crits are gonna become powerful very soon. Of course, he's gonna get an Orb of Lightning as well. He's gonna get that right here, and Cooper starting to come online.
Yeah. 47 supply for WaN. We haven't seen him play Banshees. There is the spell for Cooper with this build, so very likely to not see it again. Awesome battle drums. Damage stacking up on the Blade Master. We're moving into Headhunters once more. Blade Master in Windwalk. Moves in. Gets it.
Got the ring as well, which is not bad for the Blade and the TC. WaN still lacking that level 3 DK. That's a big problem. While Cooper took out the Rock Golem on his side, he got the Linehorn of Storm with so much armor for him. Really good against that Orb of Corruption. Frenzy Ghoul timing. How powerful is it going to be? We have 4 ghouls here. And Cooper doesn't want to fight just yet. He doesn't have the level 3 TC.
Speed scroll. He's, yeah, 2.5 as he said. Items are amazing for the Orc. Level 4 Crypt Lord. Nice to have, but he would trade it for level 3 heroes, of course. There's still the Murlocs. There's still this expansion. Yeah, the expansion. Speaking of expansions, Cooper is scouting for a sneaky one. There's no Burrow.
There's a skull placed there. You always have to keep that in mind. Really like the scout there. DK still not quite level 3.
Watcher Ward's very good. Needs the expansion now, doesn't he?
Oh, that sentry could show WaN the perfect opportunity for a creepjack.
But it's only 3 units. We have the first Wyvern in. And there's no web.
Destroyer's getting morphed. 3 up in the air. Impale right away on the Shadowhunter. He's in trouble. Colonova Focus Fire. Invo Potion transferred though. Shadowhunter will survive. Moving against the attack now. AS Cooper loses the first Raider though, and that's double level 3 for WaN. Massive level ups.
And the Ogre Magi might go to him as well, but only after the Kodo Beast item on the ground gets it. The first Storm wasn't actually too good. The Impale! Wonderful! Just the best. The heal wave is a little too late, and Cooper has no chance in this fight, as it seems the Blade Masters to strike back big time with the Wyvern piercing damage coming in. Takes care of the first Destroyer. Level 4 on the Blade Master. Level 2 critical strike, showing it immediately. 153! Nuke though! Crit doesn't... Oh, there's a ward! There's a ward! He doesn't know!
He was just barely out of sentry range there for a second. Now he's visible again. The Blade Master will make it away. On a sliver of health, another Raider died. That one to the creeps. WaN definitely takes that fight.
A 20 supply lead for the German. Jesus. This experience lead now. That's big. 4-3-3. Huge upgrades. TC still not 3.
Yeah, the impales by WaN were amazing. Not only did he hit a lot of army, he always made sure to also hit the Blade Master to stop his damage coming in. Wonderful impales by WaN, primarily responsible for him winning that fight so decisively. Now he's got a big lead. WaN, what's he going to do with that lead? Oftentimes nowadays with that we see the expansion being attempted. It's not the case here just yet.
More creeping, he plays it careful. There's a statue coming. Fiend, rally point might be a little off. Yeah, he's soaking up so much of this map. Even the little remainders here at the red spot. It would, of course, give him level 3, but the Beetle's there to scout it. You still there?
Weakness for WaN is the DK. There's no protection on that hero. No invul, no heal potion. I think the Ankh should definitely be on the DK. Can Cooper try to punish that, perhaps? He's got Bat Riders, good against the Destroyers, but not so good against the ground army. And he's careful!
He saw in the last fight that there was no web and tried to go for it, but then the response by WaN is ready. Triple gloves, by the way. Great damage on the Lich. And Cooper can't contest this. There's a Sentry Ward running out soon, but by having rebuilt the entire army, can he even think of a tiny Great Hall?
That would be incredibly greedy here. He has the gold right now, but he saw the size of the undead army. He knows that WaN is an upkeep, or at least he should know. Almost no creeps left. In the bottom right corner, we do have the Gargantuan. WaN is super close to triple level up, by the way. If he gets 5, 4, 4 levels, I don't know how Cooper is supposed to deal with that.
Thank you, Clam Sam, for the 2-month resub. Carson is in chat screaming at Cooper to move away from headhunters. Because, of course, the Crypt Lord eats headhunters for breakfast. Pendant of Energy.
Finally, a really good drop for WaN. He hasn't been getting the best items here, but that one is wonderful for the Crypt Lord. Also, the Ankh now on the DK, and level 4 Lich, level 4 Death Knight, almost level 5 Crypt Lord. WaN's army is terrifying. 1-1 upgrades, also not too shabby.
For upgrade, we have a TP, greater healing, Ankh, and yeah, 4-4-4. How can Cooper compete with this? 61 supply, 2,300 gold remaining. WaN maybe banking on the fact that there's a creep going on, but not happening.
Oh, there's little Nightcrawlers left. Oh. Might be level 5 Crypt Lord. Takes him a long time to get these few creeps, though.
It's okay, though, right? We know that there are peons coming. Maybe he's scouting for it. Yep. Good
luck.
luck.
Can start off the next fight already on level 5. That is massive.
Good luck keeping these headhunters alive.
I would love to see a shade here, actually, to have detection. WaN has the lumber that he would need for this.
Oh yeah, that could come in as a nice surprise in a fight when you think you're in the safety. Oh, there's now dust. Okay.
Alright, in we go. Starting off the fight with the first impale, but the Blade Master wasn't hit. Critical strikes coming in, some fiends being taken out right away. Web on the Wind Riders. One of them getting healed right in time. And the Crypt Lord looking for the big impale. Doesn't line it up perfectly here, but hits the heroes. Blade Master's damage again prevented for a little while. The Berserkers getting Nova, getting focused and quickly getting taken out. More Destroyers being morphed as well. WaN still with 65 supply. Cooper down to less than 50 now. And the Crypt Lord has more mana to use. Another massive impale hits the Blade Master and the rest of the army as well, pretty much. The Lich firing and firing away. Level 4 for the Shadowhunter. But it seems like Cooper's army is just disappearing now.
Looks like it. 3 statues still on the ground. How is the AoE damage? It's looking amazing for WaN. Goes for the TC so he can't stomp. Goes for the Blade Master. Revealed now. Forces him into the invul. 7 seconds safety. Lich is just firing away at whatever is close to him. That impale again. Goes for the TC. He has nothing to heal himself. Is there a heal wave again? He's buying time. A little bit. Feed shots. No heal wave. No mana. Still saving him here. 43 against 63. It's again a 20 supply lead for the second time in this game. The double block almost against Raider and Kodo. Takes out the Kodo, takes out the Peon. Supply lead is growing and no backup expansion. But Crypt Lord has almost no mana anymore. There's 1 impale, but so many coils. Shadowhunter is dry. Sobi is of course helping it a little bit. But Cooper's just running for his life.
Yeah, the Crypt Lord ran out of mana there at some point, but until that happened, it was easy enough of a lead for WaN to completely destroy that fight. I'm surprised he never is trying to expand in the corner somewhere. This is
He's
something
doing
we would
now.
see from Happy a lot, but WaN is just going all in with
No.
production.
He's going for an Acolyte now. Expands on the upper left. Was supposed to be a little trick to not go for the bottom right, but he's walking right into Cooper's arms. And pushing for the base.
Double kill for Cooper. Taking out reinforcements is the best thing he can do. Does have a TP, which he's gonna use when he sees the enemy's TP. Should be getting out with everything.
Okay. Can he get the expo up? He has the gold, he has the lumber, could easily go for it. Maybe just going for the throat though. No TP. Yeah, that's gonna consume all his gold then.
Cooper trying to claw his way back into the game, but it's very difficult. He's going to get caught here in the north as well. The Destroyer up in the air. See where the opponent is. WaN, though, a little hesitant to actually engage.
Yeah, into this bottleneck. It's always a little tricky. We have the first Tauren.
Yeah, it's an okay addition, but I think more than just specific units, Cooper needs a big army and probably heal scrolls as well. Neither of which he has right now. Plan B, perhaps hero kill. Impale starts off the fight again, hitting the back line. Oh my god, so much damage with the Nova and the coil. The nuke is just out of this world. Wyvern flying in, but always getting webbed super quick. Some fiends going down, but I think actually none so far. 2 destroyers hurt, but in the meantime, Cooper is losing so many units, hardly getting anything in return. Impale always making his life difficult, being able to micro his army, and Cooper left with only 35 supply. Boros are on point. WaN still with 53 is gonna take the 1-0 here, it seems.
Yeah, the fight starts and boom, there's another hero kill. The fight starts, almost even supply, and then it takes like 10 seconds and we have the 20 supply lead. It's absolutely crazy. I think on the first Shadowhunter nuke, he misclicked a little. Wanted to hit the coil on the Shadowhunter as well. Second nuke hits and it's level 5 now. I mean, there's no doubt who's gonna take map number 1, and he knows CH is the call. And of course, that is what Northern Isles is for the undead, CH is for orcs.
Can be a little bit difficult with Blade Master at times. If you don't get off to a good start, the triple hero can have problems there. If we're talking about standard versus standard, but I think this is just WaN's style against orc nowadays. He just plays Crypt Lord all the time, doesn't he?
As far as I saw recently, I mean, it's hard to judge because there's not too many orc games that we see from WaN. But from what I've seen this weekend, absolutely. Was the case against Lucifron, was the case against Cooper in the winner bracket, is the case in the deciding match now.
All right, 1-0 lead for WaN. Looking really convincing earlier against Cooper. Now again, Cooper, he ran the gauntlet against Johnny Cage, a crazy best of 3 series to give him the chance to qualify for the top 8. But WaN might be the gatekeeper, might be another one of those super strong European undeads that would be keeping the only orc out of the top 8. But it's far from over. There was only one map, and Concealed Hill might be looking very different.
Or almost the same.
Or almost the same, or somewhere in between.
Yeah, in like a little bit different, but a little bit also the same.
I would imagine we're going to see the same first hero. Blade Master would be my guess. Of course, the grunt losses in the early game were really a big problem for Cooper, but he got so many return kills that it seemed like it might be enough. Perhaps Headhunters, the wrong choice. Perhaps relying on Wyvern and Tauren would have been better. But we'll see.
Okay, there seems to be some confusion about map picks and bans. Maybe they started to go with loser's choice or something. But yeah, they will take care. So maybe it's not CH then, but it should still be losers. I don't know. We almost ruled Cooper out against Johnny Cage after map 1. And then he came back like crazy. Need something like that here as well.
Cooper's ready to start the game. I think it's a little unclear to WaN what the actual map is. Our last couple tonight on Valentine's Day, Neo. Cooper or WaN? Who's gonna kiss goodbye to the playoffs, to the top 8?
$2,000 again for this series, pretty much. Would be half of WaN's earnings. Would be for Cooper, doubling his earnings. Very, very close together, these two. In MMR, it's like 70 points difference. In ELO, it's actually only 12 points difference. And that in ELO is pretty crazy. So, yeah, definitely the same level for the two. But at the moment, WaN always looks a little better in these fights. And apparently we are not moving to Concealed, but we are moving to Amazonia.
Indeed. In the bottom left, in the blue, we have our orc player. Cooper in the top right, in the yellow. WaN, representing Mousesports, Germany, and the Undead. Again, going for a ghoul build. On this map specifically, DK standard with Fiends is very strong against Orc, but WaN has found his style, has found his preferred way of playing, and that very clearly seems to be ghouls and Crypt Lord, and understandably so. He's been looking really strong against with that, having beaten Cooper 3 maps in a row now. Cooper will have to win 3 maps in this series if he wants to be the one to advance.
If we expand this to previous matches, by the way, they met at the W3 Champions Finals in Season 3. That was a 2-0 for WaN. They met at DreamHack 4. That was a 2-0 for WaN. So it's 7 maps in a row, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Last win
That
for
sounds
Cooper.
like the beginning of a mental block, maybe?
Last map win for Cooper was in April 2020 in the GGG's Cup.
You will try now to turn this ship around, Neo. You know how important that is.
Yes, Captain, I know.
With the
Oh,
Blade Master
Captain, my
first.
Captain.
Probably going to try with the Lightning Shield creep here at the beginning. Very fashionable nowadays. Very fashionable indeed. But wait a minute. He's actually peon scouting. Ah, okay. Wants to know what's going on. Wants to make sure WaN doesn't pull off maybe a sneaky expo creep or something like that. Oh, and he's also doing the Lightning Shield. Isn't that gonna cut heavily into his lumber then? Acolyte pulls in the green camp, WaN being very annoying, but the Lightning Shield still works out.
Nice. But WaN has gotten 1 creep kill already with this Acolyte on Terrana's stand against Cooper. With the against the Lightning Shield. Not here. And also the Lightning Shield didn't deny anything just yet. Creeps from the right-hand side get involved as well. That Acolyte is level 2. Hello, critical strike. Items. Decent. Tier 2 tech started. Crypt Lord with the green into lab. The new way of Undead with the Crypt Lord to creep this.
Yeah, beautiful start here by Cooper. Really solid execution of the creep. And these 2 items actually very nice. That +5 intelligence early on for Windwalk for the Blade, really good. And later for the Shadow. All the Blades, of course, going to keep the Circlet. Circlet also for the Crypt Lordio. He's got the Slippers. He's got the level 2. And the tech beginning. A bit of a lead here for the Orc, as is so often the case. But definitely comparable. No Nerob in the main, by the way. Could that be an opening towards the Acolyte? Something we don't see much anymore now.
Yeah, there's no wall off, obviously. That might be an opening, but the damage is, I think, not enough yet. Slow early game phase. Once again, it's going to be one base for a long time. And then on this map, always the question, who has better levels at the end? Impale! And got it.
The Master gets the item, and the next last hit there, and instantly this is around right after.
Yeah, but he has mana.
He just doesn't miss those. He doesn't miss like Jordan. You can also play around the last hit. Oh, Blade Master a little too slow. Rare mistake by Cooper. Normally, his Blade Master control absolutely on point. A bit of experience he's missing out on. And look at the ghoul. He's baiting it.
Yep.
He's threatening the surround. When the Blade
he's
Master
putting him
shows up.
exactly in the middle. That's so awesome because then he can close the surround, obviously. And there's a 2-second cooldown.
And of course he gets the surround.
Jesus, what's up
Every
with him
time.
today? Like sometimes when we cast Meisterschaft, it's like between heaven and hell. Sometimes he's going for all these surrounds and then misses a couple. But today and yesterday as well, the blocks, or rather the blocks yesterday, we don't see them too much today, but the surrounds are crazy.
And with that, the Blade Master only has one Windwalk left now, which makes it very dangerous to go in aggressively against the Crypt Lord. But I think Cooper had a decent game so far. He killed off one ghoul, and he slowed down the Crypt Lord by a decent amount. You always want to try to delay that level 3 as much as you can, but it seems like he can't delay it for too much longer, because the Crypt Lord now very, very close to level 2. At the Merchant, he should be able to get it. And then we're probably going to see DK on the one side, Shadow on the other. Cooper this time with Torrent Totem and Beast Fury. Is he staying tier 2?
Forces are under attack.
That would be a very uncommon build then, that's for sure. Creepjack opportunity with an Impale lining up. Taskmaster still there, can still bash, and WaN can still surround.
Trying to pop him out. Wait, is the Blade Master stuck there now? Okay, he has one more Windwalk, but the Grunt is still dead, I think. Impale to slow down the Blade, and that's level 3 for the Crypt Lord. 3 ghouls, make it back home, but one will be going down.
A player's forces are under attack.
Grunt gotta be careful. A little. Okay, should be fine now. Unbelievable.
Another one. The master of surrounds in Europe. In Asia, it's Chimiko, but in Europe, it's WaN.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to compete with that. You remember this one highlight clip where WaN got schooled in surrounds by Thorzane? Would love to see a rematch now. Meet your master.
Oh, untwisted. Hell yeah.
Yo.
Oh! He got him, but there's one more Windwalk. One more! That was
Yeah,
the
but
last
he's draining so much mana out of this blade.
DK comes in. Speaking of mana, he's carrying a potion. Shadow has to go for the Hex just to keep this Crypt Lord at bay. Seems like a bit of waste of mana. Wasn't like he had an Impale or anything. And these Grunts cannot quite get surrounded. Cooper knows if he brings them into dangerous territory, they're gonna get encircled right away. Impale!
What's it going for?
But
A little greedy,
for
maybe?
once, no surround.
Shadowhunter! For once, it's not sticking. And counter focus. Is there Ensnare coming? Is there Ensnare ready? No, not yet. In case you forgot, we're still fighting for the Taskmaster here.
Yeah, once again, heavy brawling here in the early stages. The Grunt gets, of course, surrounded. He doesn't slip out of this.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy good control by WaN.
He's trading a little forward. He has another Impale! This surround must stick at the Shadowhunter! Can he fight out this time? He's getting hit so hard he can't pop him out. There's no heal wave. Of course, he's only level 1.
Spirit Link saves his life.
Cooper is getting dangerous.
I'm looking for a few more surrounds. The statues behind all of this. The macro's lacking a little bit for WaN. He didn't go for statues. The slaughterhouse is standing, but no statue yet.
Oh boy, coil thrown. The Grunt almost gets the kill, but the Blade Master is still surrounded. Hex on the Crypt Lord to diminish the damage. The Fiend, can he hold this? Speed scroll trying. Right clicks. He's back. The surround is still...
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Potion. Use. The DK is surviving. This is getting rougher and rougher and rougher for Cooper.
Shadowhunter is still not level 2. Neither is the DK. But the DK will be fine on level 2 later, whereas the Shadowhunter really needs level 3 to be able to fight well on tier 3. And Cooper's tier 3 tech is still a little ways off. WaN is now on Black Citadel tech. He can go for the Lich in a moment. Does so now. Wants to find more surrounds. Wants to find more kills.
You know what helps? Frenzy.
It's got surround.
Jesus, most of the times he doesn't even need Impale. 1-for-1 trade, Ghoul for Grunt, of course. Statue is in. Dispel now as well. But the Raider, way more important this unit. Shadowhunter now level 2. He will be so happy for Heal Wave.
Cooper has been losing one unit after the next. It's a super bloody game here on AZ. We've seen hardly any creeping, and the Lich will be joining in a moment. Then it's also going to be Nova that you have to consider in all of this mayhem. Still waiting for the Blade Master to return. Oh, the Taskmaster, that's right. We were kind of contesting for that one a while ago. Forgot about the good boy. And the Frenzy, pretty powerful right now. The best way to deal with Frenzy Ghouls is with TC, ideally level 3. We don't even have level 1 TC right now.
Yeah, the altar is blocked by the level 3 Blade Master. That took forever. We're going Wyvern now. Because, of course, you can't surround Wyvern. Pretty smart play by Cooper.
Yep. Good counterplay. That's just the anti-WaN strat. Just make air units.
Yep.
I like it. The natural being stolen away by WaN. He has no respect right now for his opponent. Gonna get the big healing potion. Can be very good, especially for a DK. The DK who is reaching level 2. Lich is coming in with the orb. Can pass over the claws that he just found. And the Cryptlord is almost level 4.
Stealing such a valuable camp away. Very smart move indeed. Wyvern help with creeping, as you say, but... WaN is at 43, good levels, pokes into the main, and guess what? No spike barricades, no reinforced defenses, equals bye-bye burrows if he's left alone for a little.
He's gonna supply block Cooper right away. He can't make any more units here for a little while. Destroyer's morphed.
41
if he 2, he can take out all these burrows, maybe.
Yep.
Painful late game here.
It's already painful. It's usually tier 3 when you arrive. It's so expensive, and now you have to invest into burrows, which you kind of don't want. Level 3 on the Shadowhunter, but he's surrounded again. Almost heal wave. Okay, but there's another Impale. There's another Nova. There's another Coil in a second. Not investing into it yet. Web coming. Wants to wait for Web and then go kill him.
That was a good defense by Cooper, though. He took out the statue, took out the ghouls. And he didn't... Okay, he did have to use the Invul Potion. Or did he give it over? No, he gave it over. So WaN, they're a little over-eager. Maybe gonna go back to his side of the map, go for a bit more creeping there. Level 3 DK would be wonderful to have for WaN. And also, level 4 Cryptlord. Those Impales really won the game for him on Last Refuge in the late game. And now he's got the powerful level 2.
Whew. Not easy against 2 consumables now, one of which is a greater mana. Get ready to get lifted by more and more Impales. Cooper only now starting the second burrow. He's blocked forever.
Creepjack opportunity for Cooper. He needs something big here to get back into this game. TC Stomp doesn't connect because the Impale is there first. Web against the Wyvern, but first we go on to the Walker. That one barely survives just for a little bit. Fiend also going down. Blade Master damage starting to stack up. The Lich gets level 2. Will micro himself back to the back line. Frost Armor is now available. And again the Impales. Always hitting the heroes. Always slowing down the Blade and the TC. Almost dead. Focus Fire comes through. Heal Wave was not quite enough to save him. TC just barely does not get away. And the Raiders fall so quickly against all of this Focus Fire damage. Some Destroyers falling as well. But Cooper plummets down to 22 supply only left.
Okay, what to do now? He's going for the reveal. There's an Invo Potion, might be able to trigger it. There's still the Mana Potion. Oh, you can't go for the Invo Potion if you're stunned, but okay. Is he going for it? He just wants to end this. 20 supply for Cooper, now 31, okay. But bye. Shadowhunter, and the Blade Master reveals himself. Yeah, just dies to the Nova and Impale. And the Shadowhunter is... next he was a little bit too cheeky for that. But yeah, you know how this ends. Expansion for WaN, very, very, very dominant performance.
Yeah, crazy game by him. Just how many surrounds did we have? Oh, not quite giving the GG here. Nope. Cooper taps out
for the second time.
Someone's triggered a little bit, maybe. WaN's surrounds absolutely out of this world. I think that may have been double-digit surrounds. I think that was more than 10 in a single game. I'm lucky if I get 10 in a year, but WaN is just unbelievable. 2-0 lead. And what is that? Map win number 8 in a row against Cooper.
Yes, that is true. And that is 3 match points for the DreamHack Regional Championships. Very rough situation. But maybe he can get inspired by Kraft, who was 0-2 down against Johnny Cage and then turned the ship around. But yeah, Cooper looks a little triggered, to be honest. From the get-go, a little.
Yeah. And just playstyle-wise, it seems like WaN matches up so well against Cooper because Cooper loves getting a little bit ahead with the blade, with level 2, maybe level 3, a couple of items, and then bullying the opponent, finding kills and getting out. But WaN always gets the surrounds, always gets the counter kills, and never lets Cooper get a lead or run away with any kind of lead.
Yeah, unfortunately so. The 2 previous series is way more competitive than this final so far. But yeah. Can he pick it up now? I don't know what the map is yet. Have we played CH already? No, we didn't. We played Last Refuge, so this might be CH then.
Last Refuge and AZ have been played. In the past, usually Undead's always used to veto Twisted. But nowadays, with Cryptlord and stuff, maybe Twisted not even the best, and not even the worst map.
Still 3,000 people watching for the DreamHack. Absolutely amazing. Viewer count stays pretty much the same throughout the entire broadcast. Big discussion in chat, by the way, about surrounds with Cryptlord. If there's Impale in 1 million units, it's not that hard, Remo.
Well, my attempts would beg to differ. But the thing is, I think WaN got most of those surrounds without the Impale, which is.
But it's 1 million units and they're standing in the middle of it, Remo. So easy.
I guess it's easy then. I guess it must be easy. WaN doing this wonderfully. Echo, Terranos, and Concealed are left in the pool. So the vetoes were Twisted and Northern Isles. Interesting.
Yeah. So CH it is, as Cooper was calling for already earlier.
All right. And we're ready. Can Cooper bring it back? Or is this the first 3-0 here we see today?
Yeah, we saw a 3-1, we saw a 3-2, so that's missing in our collection. And that's it. That is match points for the German. Can he be the second German Mousesports Undead following X-Lord? Then have fun. Enti in the Mousesports Discord.
Poor Ente, always getting picked on. WaN seems like he deserves to make it through here, unless Cooper is able to step it up a bit. But so far, he's just been seemingly getting outplayed game after game.
Yeah, and there's no real reason for WaN to switch his game plan, right? I mean, everything is working so well.
Yeah, absolutely. Why change something that works? You know,
Yeah,
I know it's called never change
that's what
the
they
running
say.
system. I know it's called never change the running system. But you know, if you look back to EG Dota 2 when they won TI5, and then they kicked Aoi 2000 from their team. And you know how that worked? Didn't work well, Neil. They started losing like crazy, so.
Yeah, so they changed the running system.
They did.
Yeah,
And,
that's not what you do.
That's
why I don't replace you as a caster.
I know. I'm just, you know,
Too
the
good.
best around. I mean,
Well,
why would you?
Yeah, lack of competition. I mean, Cryptlord it is.
Let's keep this civil, right, Neil? We're almost through the weekend.
There was a little lag there. I don't understand what you're saying.
It is the day of the Lord. We only have nothing but love and kindness for our fellow man.
Especially on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day? True.
Still waiting for your present, by the way. It kind of didn't arrive in time.
For Valentine's Day?
A box of chocolate or something? Something you want to send me? Yeah, must be on the way, right?
I think our love is so deep it doesn't need any superficial materialistic support.
Wow. Didn't even got me flowers! Okay, we got
Starting off with the Blade Master and Crypt Lord again. This seems to be what we're sticking with. And WaN hasn't played a single expansion yet, by the way, which is very unusual compared to how most other undeads play the Crypt Lord.
Well, I guess on LR he wanted to, but the Blade Master was there, so he quickly adjusted. On AZ, I think it's pretty normal to play one base.
Yeah. It's unusual to play Crypt Lord first, but that is WaN's favorite thing to do nowadays. And playing Crypt Lord and Ghouls, when you have that kind of surrounding skill, I don't blame him. Has been looking absolutely wonderful. Wait a minute. You're not creeping the lab, are you? WaN. No, you're not. Okay, he's not creeping the lab. That would be crazy.
What is he creeping then? Is he contesting the shop? Not sure. Oh, surround right there. A little bit of cooldown, of course, on the Windwalk, so free damage. But here on CH, you can easily heal against it.
Cost him 2 Windwalks, by the way. 1 Windwalk to kill the ghoul, and a second Windwalk to get out, because WaN always closes those surrounds.
But yeah, he has 1,000,000 units, so it's really easy. I've learned that today.
Neo, stop it!
Why?
Stop it!
Don't be
like that.
Didn't even get started yet.
The tech, though, seems really late this time for WaN. He's like half a tech behind. That is certainly a noticeable difference. Blade Master uses his last Windwalk here for a little bit. Does WaN play around the last hit? He reveals the blade and gets the last hit. That's level 2. He could almost kill the blade right here.
Well, there's no Windwalk at the moment. 2 more mana. Keeps the surround closed again.
But that is no Windwalk for a really long time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's also movement speed that he's losing to roam around. It's not level 3. Okay, he's starting to creep now, I guess. Waiting for the Shadow Hunter. So this time, he kept the grunts alive, and then he plays a passive Shadow Hunter, right? Not as aggressive as on the first 2 maps.
Yeah, he could do that, but yeah, I guess he should. With the Crypt Lord being level 3 already, which he will be, needs to power level the Shadow Hunter quickly, but also, if you leave the Crypt Lord completely alone, he can do red camps. I mean, not the fountains, because he can't attack the Drake, but he could do the middle. Finds the Ring of Regen, which is amazing for the Crypt Lord.
Wind of Illusion for some coverage.
Seems like he doesn't know exactly what to do. And I don't blame him. Nobody plays this weird Crypt Lord 1-base stuff.
Yeah, Lucifer was challenged by that already, a little overwhelmed. Same happens to Cooper twice. Wow, chat says, Neo deserves a whole box of chocolate, Remo, you dog. I like that.
Where my dog's at? Woo! We have Bestiary Totem again for Cooper. Probably going to follow up with tier 3 after. WaN has now caught up in tech, but the DK is definitely quite a bit later. WaN was considering being really greedy, trying to go for the lab, but that he decided not to do wisely. The Creepjack there is what could have brought Cooper back into the series. Acolyte, by the way, saw the Shadow Hunter in the middle, so WaN knows, you want to do the red camp, don't you? Well, we'll see about that.
Is he really contesting this? I mean, Illusion is scouting for it. Limited mana on this Crypt Lord. Even surrounds the illusions. Get a Slaughterhouse, get the DK. But yeah, can he really do something about it? I guess he could if he wanted to. Yeah, let's go.
WaN is wasting a little bit of time. He was running back and forth, being not the most efficient. Another ensnare. Dude, what is up with the ensnares on the guns today, though?
Yeah, really unfortunate. It's number 4 or something.
Shockwave. Oh, and that wasn't actually surrounded. Level 3 for the blade. One grunt though gets taken out. Oh, wait, are they all stuck? No way.
Oh no.
They're all stuck!
Oh no, what a
The
disaster!
Shadow Hunter as well? Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
Can't he escape to the north? Apparently not. Lack of damage at the moment though.
He's in the tavern jail, just like me. Doesn't get out. Oh my god.
Wait.
That was... Oh, the Shadow Hunter. Okay, he will be able to get out.
This grunt is still parked there. Going for the DK now. Good block by Cooper. Loses a raider for the DK, just walks to the right hand side. Needs another hex, gets it. Okay, that is a very important kill for Cooper. But yeah, that was stressful. And he lost the raider. Kept the grunt alive though.
Yeah, I think WaN made a bit of a mistake. He could have just stuck around there and killed off the Shadow and the grunt over time, but he was getting maybe a little too cheeky. But still pretty good for WaN. He's going to get his DK out. By the time he's tier 3, he can go for a Lich then. But then again, the Shadowhunter has some decent experience. He's going to get level 2. And he's got +8 strength. As another grunt gets ensnared.
Kidding me.
The healing is cancelled.
Yeah. Rough. Okay, gets the crab at the end. Level 2 heal wave a little faster than before. DK is back already. And the Crypt Lord gathered some mana. This will probably result in an impale. This Shadowhunter playing with fire.
And the bonus intelligence is really helping out the Shadow. This +8 for more spells with more mana. Really helpful. But tier 3 is finished. Lich is coming. Orb soon to be ready. And Frenzy about to finish. The DK, if he gets level 2, a couple of destroyers, WaN again is going to be scary. And the Blade Master inventory, laughable. A single circle.
Oh my. Yeah. Yeah, that's nothing. But WaN is taking his sweet time. He's waiting for the Lich. He's waiting for web destroyers. All that good tier 3 updates. Little risky for the Blade. I mean, he has the staff trying to get the last hit now. I don't think that worked.
For once, doesn't get surrounded right away.
Wait, not yet. Okay. Rock Golem is probably the bigger threat at the moment.
Players' forces are under attack.
Blade also doesn't have any heal salve, so it's going to take him a little while to heal up again. WaN is he waiting for the Lich to surprisingly kill him? Oh, yes, he is. Oh,
No,
but he doesn't
no.
have a dust. Oh. Oof. Stressful moment.
Reveal now. Okay, Blade Master healed at the fountain. Very good.
Are under attack.
This army of Cooper is severely hurt. Like, put these guys in a hospital.
Yeah, he needs that level 2 heal wave really bad. He gets it now. Ring of Regen, which is also not too bad. One ghoul goes down. That means WaN can finally morph a destroyer. A blessing in disguise.
Okay, can he contest this Red Drake? He didn't even get the grunt just seconds ago. The ghoul just seconds ago because the creeps got the last hit. Would be nice to get something out of this. Nope. So far, so much nope. Oh, didn't get anything here. Nothing at all. Go for the
Level
Mage.
2 for the Lich as well, isn't it? Yup. Big level ups. Level 2 DK and level 2 Lich from this camp. And a robe. WaN is in fighting shape again. 600 gold, by the way. This would be a perfect time for WaN to also expand.
Not building the Acolyte yet. So, TC just started creeping. Greater mana. If there is a game-changing item, it's probably this, but the end snares keep on flying against headhunters as well. He wants this. Oh my sweet lordio. It's unbelievable.
These surrounds, picture perfect. The Shadowhunter is dead. The healer is taken out of the picture, and the Impale right after. Coil Nova, TC is surrounded as well. Oh no, actually, would you believe it? He missed one single surround.
Nova
But
though.
Lich is ready and waiting with a Nova. Exactly. Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
blocks himself a little as well. Cooper, after the 6 series against Johnny Cage, where he was in such a good mood, both of the players actually. This is just pure frustration at this point. Misery. 39 supply. No expo. Just a little healing. Everything he has left is
by
bruised.
WaN, dude.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, he won't face any Orc at DreamHack, that's for sure.
Which is a shame for him. This might
Yeah.
be his strongest matchup right now.
Judging from this, hells yeah. Happy probably very amused about this. Oh, no orcs. Nice. Good for me.
Cooper is still staying in this game, trying everything he can. He's going to go for a tavern revive. He's going to find one fiend in the middle. All right. That's something, I suppose.
He still has the bigger mana, so that's kind of good. Statue. Doesn't even have an Orb of Lightning yet. And
Frenzy Ghouls chasing, getting another kill. In the meantime, the expansion bottom right is coming up, and when that one is standing, that must be the nail in the coffin. The altar has fallen, so we don't even see the TC again. There's hardly any mining in the base. Peons are still chilling in the burrows.
yeah. Yeah. And so many stories in this qualifier. It kind of got close to the entertainment value of W3 Champions Finals. Really, really good. But this last match is just, there's a clear winner and a clear loser today.
Impale, Coil Nova. I think we're seeing the end right here. Shadowhunter can't quite save himself in time. Cooper, though, he's still trying. You know, he's doing everything he can. It doesn't seem to be enough, though.
At this point, that's not much indeed. 23 supply. I think if from this moment on he's only getting crits, still won't be enough. But yeah, you don't want to give this up, of course. $2,000. Big exposure at DreamHack. But this... okay. Didn't work. Is it Sapper time? Just to annoy? 500 gold? Yeah!
Hell yeah.
The man is a little bit angry, I'd say. You know, not the best day.
Cooper a little frustrated. He's trying to vent here a little bit.
Let's go!
And
No, he denied
the one
one!
Zapper kills the other one. Oh.
Oh,
Well, that
boy.
is sort of fitting for him today.
Yeah, not today, this series. Don't forget how amazing he played against Johnny Cage. But yeah. Grats! GG! WaN follows Blade and Krav. And of course, Happy, Foggy, Hawk, X-Lord and Vortex into the DreamHack Regional Championships. And once again, top 8 Europe for WaN, second time in less than 12 months. And when he plays like this today, he definitely belongs there.
Yeah, absolutely blown away by his performance against Orc. Against Blade, he was struggling a little bit. I think Blade definitely played clearly better there than WaN did. Maybe against Human, he needs a little more... needs to iron out his builds a little bit more. But against Orc, this new one-base Ghoul Cryptlord style, which doesn't sound so good on paper, absolutely devastating.
Yeah, smashed this.
WaN.
Sick. Just really good. So we have our 8 players. That means we have every single participant for DreamHack. All regions as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is... I'm trying to update Wikipedia at the moment. We'll take some a moment here and there.
From the EPT points, of course, Hawk, Happy, Vortex, X-Lord, and Foggy were the top 5 finishers. And now, with our open qualifier yesterday, the closed qualifier today, we have Blade, WaN, and Krav joining the ranks. 2 humans, 5 undeads, 1 night elf, and no orcs.
Yeah, and in a second, I have Wikipedia updated as a good caster does. There it is, our lineup. Boom! Hawkblade, Happy Vortex Axlord, Krav WaN, and Foggy. No Thorzane here. No Cash for the first time in forever, not part of a major European tournament. That's just what Europe is at the moment. This is the best players we got.
Yeah, I think these players proved themselves and proved to all of us that they are the best in Europe. Top 8. The European regional finals are going to be starting on March 4th. March 4 until March 7. We're going to have Europe, America, and Asia played out.
Yeah.
As Neo said earlier, you guys better take some time off and make sure you show up for those days, because that is going to be the amazing final culmination of our season, the 2020 season, finishing this year. Where Katowice couldn't be, we have this online circuit, this online final, and I think we have the very best players in the world to battle for the title.
Certainly agree. $100,000 on the line. In America, we have Hitman versus Cruncher as one best-of-5 match, and in Asia, we have these 12 players: Infi, Sock, Fortitude, Chamiko, Fly, Lin, Focus, Soin. 4 orcs here. Maybe we should do like a little player exchange. We give them some undeads, they give us some orcs.
Yeah, you know what? Seems like we're a little bit imbalanced in those regions. Perhaps something to keep in mind for the next season.
1-0. The only undead. Yeah, no Mikhail, no WFZ. Nobody there. Colorful, Lawlight, and Moon. Certainly the top 3 Night Elves. And 3 of the top 4 Night Elves in the world. This is going to be sick. Infi, is he a human? Is he an undead? We will probably figure it out throughout the tournament. But yeah, there was the DreamHack qualifier. That was amazing. And now, 3 weeks away. And then we welcome you over at ESL_WC3 to the $100,000 finals.
It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. IEM Katowice would have been even better, but even without offline events, because of the Rona, we're going to make this the best that we possibly can. Awesome Warcraft action. I think today was a great taste for what is going to be in store for us. We had amazing games here, long series, not the last one, but before that, certainly the case. And Europe is looking strong, and we'll see if anybody can defeat Happy finally.
Exactly. Also, a little glimpse of what's happening as the 2021 season is starting in April. And then, of course, we hope to have the Thorzanes back, the Johnny Cages back, the Terras, the Neutrons. Who else fell today or yesterday with Lucifer? Hopefully he's trying his luck once again. A Spiral, would love to see him back. And thanks for all your support today. It was really heartwarming here on Valentine's. Follow us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Join our Discord. And if you feel really, really generous, then throw us a donation via PayPal or use the sub button here on Twitch. You can, of course, also make us very, very happy with either constructive feedback or a couple of lovely words. Maybe you write us a poem. Send them neo@backtowarcraft.com. Put it in the comments and enjoy this wonderful Sunday, Remo. You too. Bye-bye.
Good night, bye, guys. Bye-bye.